Coming up on Verse Chorus, verse one take, no overdubs, no second chances. 19 years old, and it might be the greatest song ever recorded. Rolling Stone put it at 471. That's next. Hi, everybody. I am DL. I hope you're well. And you're here with me. You're here with me by myself, and I'm okay with that. No Rachel, no evil tonight. Hey, we're going to live. I love them motherfuckers, but we got to keep going, right? We can't rest on our laurels because they're doing God knows what out there without us. All but forgotten, really. So it's just us. It's just us. We're safe. It's a safe space. I had a good night tonight. I went out to a dinner with my work managers. Great folks. Had a few cocktails, had a really good dinner. So I'm doing really, really good on the health stuff. If you've been following, I've been trying to get a little healthier, and I've been really, really good. Tonight was cheat meal, and I did do a ribeye, and it was amazing. So I'm extremely happy right now. I've had a whiskey sour, really good, amazing cocktail, amazing bartender, by the way. I went to the Sedgwick in my hometown of Vancouver, Washington, and man, that waitress really knows she's a fucking bartender, okay? DL, Jesus Christ. I've had a drink. I've had 2 drinks. I've had 3 drinks. I'm about to have a 4th. You're welcome. 500 greatest Rolling Stone albums of all time, 500 greatest Rolling Stone songs of all time. They picked, I agreed and disagreed, and that's what we're talking about. These episodes are getting better, according to you. I appreciate that. I have kind of found a little bit of a niche. I'm trying to go a little faster. I'm trying to give you some quick facts, some quick opinions, not dilly-dally, and it seems to have been working. Everything else in the pod is going well. You listen to Evil and I talk about 1989. My God, what a crazy year. You heard Rachel, Evil, and I talk about Doolittle, talk about a little In Utero, right, going full bar on these ones, you know? And we got some stuff coming up, too. We got a little, I don't want to say it yet. Stick around to the end. You'll hear what we have going on. But it's been fun this year on the pod. Huh? Good stuff. You know, I'm proud. I'm proud of what the pod's bringing. The everything else is going well on it as far as the video and the Spotify and the Riverside affiliates and stuff like that. There's things happening. We're pretty excited. I think this is going to keep going. I think we might be able to keep this up. Keep listening. Keep inviting friends, right? VerseChorusFirst.com at VerseChorusFirstPod. But most importantly, you gals, you guys, by the way, our female listenership keeps going up. I don't know if it's because I'm losing some LBs, so I'm getting sexier again. Probably not. Probably has more to do with the other people in the pod. I'll take it. I love having some more. Let's get these demographics even. I love it. What's better than an even demographic, right? Honestly, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Just keep listening and tell your friends. We love you. We love the listeners. We are excited to get to where we can involve you a little bit more. And for now, just keep listening. Tell a friend. Every episode, tell a friend. What are we covering tonight? We're doing some Rolling Stone stuff. Hey, this person might like this. Hey, this person might like a little drink talk. Let us talk about it, okay? Tell a friend. I guess we should get to the most important part of the night. DL, I have a question for him. What is he drinking? I've never had one of these. I haven't tasted this drink yet. I'm going to try it right now. Well, that'll play. That will play. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, that is beautiful, and it is not even as intended. This is a ripoff. This right here is a ripoff of a cocktail we call the Rising Sun, foreshadowing for the episode. It is supposed to be mezcal, grapefruit juice, a little bit of lime, splash of salt, and one other thing that I'm not remembering. Maraschino. Kind of the wild card is the evil of that drink, if you will, is the maraschino. I do not have mezcal. I can't believe I don't have freaking 10 tequilas. I don't have a mezcal. So I used a reposado. I thought the reposado with the grapefruit would hit, and my God, was I right. So it is a mezcal. It is grapefruit juice. It is a splash of salt, some maraschino liqueur, and a little bit of lime. Let's one more time. That is wicked good. That is wicked good. If I was anywhere near Boston, I'd do a little bit of a Boston accent right now, talking about how good that was. That is what we are drinking. We are drinking a Rising Sun, because I'm going to talk about a certain song tonight. I'm going to talk about 4 albums on the song list. The last episode, we're getting into more fun ones. We're getting into ones that are a little more complicated, and we're not even, I mean, we're just past 475. We've got a long way to go. I don't know how I'm going to do this. And I think I teased it at the last one. I am going to do it now. I'm going to talk a little bit in this one about some jumps, about some extremes that we've gone through in the episodes, about the most glaring differences between Rolling Stones and I. My thoughts, their thoughts, that sort of thing. Should we get into it? Should we start talking some albums and then talk some songs? I think we should. Hopefully you guys keep loving these episodes. I'm loving doing them. You can come at me with a little bit of maybe I don't love the look. I'm going to keep doing these episodes. I don't care. I've gotten 0 negative responses from these episodes. Knock wood. I'm sure they'll come as we get a little bit bigger. I'm not going to stop doing them, guys. I love these too much. I love them. I also love the feedback too. Even when the feedback isn't these episodes suck. Like I just had a listener who's a bright listener too. One of the ones that came out fairly recently from when I'm recording this were my takes on Lady Gaga, which are extremely negative as far as the writing and the albums. And this listener was you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They were very nice about it. Most of our listeners are not like me. They're very nice. And this listener was very like, no, actually you're wrong about Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is a massive fucking talent. You just don't get it. Here's some shit to check out. Love that. Do that. When I am coming out with a take that is this person sucks, XXX, so I don't want, but XXX, I'm not talking about porn. Come at me. Tell me I'm wrong. Give me something. You know what I think my next question was, where do I start? Where do I start with Lady Gaga that makes me love her? I'm not against getting to love it. What am I going to be mad about having another musician that I'm going to love listening to? Fuck no. Give me that. I want that. I don't need hate. I don't need to fucking hate Lady Gaga. You give me something to like, I'm going to like it. And yeah, so that's one of the fun things about this. Tell me where I'm wrong. Fix it, motherfuckers. Should we get to album number 1? I think we should. Album number 400 on the Rolling Stone Top 500 Albums of All Time list is Control, or CTRL, if you will, by SZA. This came out in 2017. It was her debut studio album. It's through Top Dog Entertainment. This is R&B. This is neo soul. This is alt R&B. This had some really, really big hits in Drew Barrymore and The Weeknd. Travis Scott helped with it. I don't know, featured. I don't know what you want to say with that. This took years to make because of some personal struggles, some label conflicts we'll talk about. Okay, I like SZA. I am not that familiar with this album. This is one, those albums where when you're a big music head and you just see them you see the covers everywhere and you just never checked them out. This is one of those albums for me. And SZA is one of those artists for me. I've always known, every time that I've heard a SZA song, I've known like, oh, this isn't like the other shit, but it's still good. It might not be, I don't want to say it's not my natural habitat. I think that I know R&B and rap and hip hop stuff better than a lot of Northwestians. I think I've had a lot more exposure to some of it than some people, but fully admitting that I do not, I haven't, this isn't in my regular rotation. I have been on this kick lately of trying not to write things off because they aren't made for me. We talked about the Miranda Lambert in my last happy hour. We talked about fucking Sparks in my last happy hour. Big Star is kind of up my alley a little bit, but even then, Americana can, sometimes I'm amazing with it and sometimes I have a hard time with it. I'm trying to keep that energy here. I'm trying to look at SZA, and there's something about SZA too that is likable. I think it is a genre of a time that you expect it to be one thing, and it's kind of another, and it makes you want to like it a little bit. SZA's writing in this is really interesting. It is a lot of being messed in a relationship, but there's a clarity and a specificity here that is really rare. This isn't like vague heartbreak pop. This is naming names and naming feelings. You know what I mean? Like this is real. This isn't Taylor Swift. How many metaphors can I come up with about breaking up with whatever? This is real, true, like feel it in my soul shit. Oops. Sorry. Even if you just listen to The Weeknd alone, a song about knowingly being the other woman, told from the other woman's perspective without apology, that's a very specific, gutsy piece of writing. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something, it's fairly common for males to write, and I'm not playing the female male thing. Oh, I guess I am. Fuck it. Who cares? It's very, very common in the male writer thing to play the anti-hero. There you go. Well, she does this in the other woman stuff, and I think it's fucking brilliant. It's so good. These are the sort of things that I do wish Rachel was involved in stuff like this, because I think Rachel would go fucking insane for this album. I also think Evil would respect it. This would be a good All Three of Us cover. This is kind of all somewhere in between. Like, Evil would respect it, Rachel would be obsessed with it, I would be somewhere in between, and that's where it would be perfect. I guess what I'm saying is, get us more popular so all three of us can do every episode, and it'll be better. I promise you it'll be better. The production is very, very of its time. It's very 6 or 7 years ago. But the songs underneath, they're strong. They outlast the production. And like, the production is not bad by any means. The production in 2017 wasn't bad. You're talking about clean guitars. You're talking about a shit ton of vocoder, a shit ton of fucking, a shit ton of, fake, using fake stuff to try to make it sound not fake. 2017, you could still hear it, especially if you know music and you know production. You know what I mean, right? Do you know what I mean? 70 million Jackson fans can't be wrong. This is a good album. This is one of those that I think Rolling Stone just took a bunch of new ones that, like, fuck, we got to throw some new stuff in there. Is this a 500th best album of all time? Or are we just, I don't feel like this has proven its staying power yet. This isn't one of those ones that came out and punched everybody in the gut. No, like that. I think that's where I'm on an island is I don't think this has earned it yet. Basically, what's love got to do with it? Does the songwriting quality override the fact that modern R&B in 2017 wasn't that good and it wasn't really my thing? Probably does. So I would say I'm more predisposed to dislike it, and I like it. So that's good, right? The DMX award is, so the what I like about this one is the vulnerability. She's not performing emotion. She sounds like she's actually going through emotion. That's kind of a hard thing to fake, particularly in R&B, because in R&B you start to get these very, very franchise same lines over and over and over, and this is different. This is not like that. I love that. The Mark Lanigan Award, which I guess I thought we were putting that with it doesn't matter. Did you know she fought her label for years to make this album the way that she wanted? She was not okay with the way the label wanted to do it, and she constantly changed it to be the production style that she wanted. You don't get more rock star than that. That's amazing, and that doesn't happen anymore. I think this is properly rated. I think we need to check this back in 10 years. If this album holds up, then it deserves to be higher. But again, it's not something that fucking, it doesn't kill you with with amazingness. Influences and influencees will go the very typical route of the Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill. I think she's influenced a lot of recent, Doja Cats, whoever else is Doja Cat-ish. Nevermind the Bullock Sword is at her best. I don't know. SOS is the follow-up. I haven't listened to it yet. It has its fan. It seems like online this one is more popular, but I haven't listened to it yet, so I can't say, and I won't until I listen to it. It's my own opinions, and they matter most. No, dude, seriously. We're gonna go The Weeknd, not The Weeknd. The Weeknd. It's specific, it's brave, it's got a great hook. That's the entry point. I hope you like it. If you don't, I get it. The John Popper Best Hook Award is Drew Barrymore. That chorus is just sticky sweet. It's sticky in a way that doesn't feel calculated, and I love that. The John Prine Best Lyric Award, You're Supposed to Be Mine. You're a Weekend Warrior. That's clean. That's cutting. That's good stuff. The Eddie Van Halen Award. I'm going to say this. There's some hit and miss production on this, but the production in Supermodel, this layered, interesting, like quiet, sneaky after a few listens sort of thing, it's more of a production thing for the Eddie Van Halen, this one, but it's great. Surfer Rose Award. I think this structure is pretty well placed. I don't think for a R&B album, it overstays its welcome throughout. How long is it? It's 49 minutes long, 14 tracks. For an R&B album, that's not so bad. I think it's rare for an R&B album from this time to not overstay its welcome. That's what I'd say, and I don't think this one does. Time of Your Life Award, the worst song on the album. There are a couple that aren't great. I will go Gina, not Gojira, Go Gina. It is track 7. It is a filler. It's like it's just the least essential. It's filler. It's total filler. But I got the 3 best songs. I got The Weeknd. You got to check out The Weeknd. It's a great song. It's slow. It's chill. It's very new age West Coast hip hop kind of. It's great. Doves in the Wind is number 2, and number 1, it's a sleeper. Number 1, I don't think a lot of people are going to pick it, but it is Pretty Little Birds. It's one of the last tracks on the album. It is gorgeous. It's kind of like it's much more of a techno clubby sort of R&B beat. It reminds me of when I used to bartend in Reno, and I worked in this nightclub that played great music. This reminds me of that. And that's that, but it's a great, great song. Does this belong on it? I don't know yet. I don't know. I won't own this. I wouldn't skip it. Like if it came on, I'm not skipping it. And if I see it at a record store, which I don't think I will, I could see putting this on a Friday and fucking loving it. Absolutely. I don't own it. I would totally own it. If you want to buy it for me and send it to me, I'll listen to the shit out of it. How about that? That's a good category for would you buy it or do you own it, right? How about somebody else buys it for me, I listen to it? How about that? I'd give this like a 7.4. This is better than I expected. It's not quite it, but it's really good. It is. It really is. Go listen to songs like Pretty Birds and The Weeknd. It is a specific style that if you're in the mood for, you're going to love. I mean, shit, that's great. And it's better. It is better than just your 7 out of 10. It really is. So we give it a 7.4 around here. All right. And that's SZA. Okay. Now we have an issue, and I think some people that know this pod will know what this issue is going to be. Number 471 is the album Surrealistic Pillow by Jefferson Airplane out of 1967. Jefferson Airplane's second album, Grace Slick, joins the band You Are Welcome, Jefferson Airplane, right? RCA, this is psych rock. I mean, I don't stop if you've heard this one about Jefferson Airplane, but they are San Franciscan and they are psychedelic rock. This has some songs on it, right? Here's the honest thing about Jefferson Airplane. You know Somebody to Love, you know White Rabbit, and you know them so well that they worked against this album for a really long time. You kind of assume that you already knew who they were. We talked about the Stooges. The Stooges self-titled album. It's very, very similar to that. You get to know the band before you get to know the specific art. But here's the thing. When you get into the actual album, you realize that it's not that. Sitting down with this front to back is a completely different experience than those 2 singles in like White Rabbit and Somebody to Love suggest. Grace Slick is one of the great rock voices, full stop. Grace Slick is the shit. Okay, not one of the great female rock voices, one of the great voices. You can put her right up, maybe maybe to here, maybe right here to the queen, but here, Grace Slick, not female, just singer. Fucking amazing. Put her in any era. She's a fucking star. This album is a genuine contender for the best thing on the list so far, for sure. I mean, think some of you know when we were working on this earlier, this is the first one that is a genuine contender to beat up on Funeral by Arcade Fire. I knew this was coming. I absolutely knew this was coming, and that's exactly why I love doing this list, is because I feel like I might have felt differently about this a year ago, and I do. San Francisco, 1967, Context Matter. Do that over. The San Francisco 1967, right? This context matters. This is one of the more important times in American history. And this album, it limits a lot of their contemporaries. Hopefully that makes sense. This doesn't feel like this feels alive. It is a time capsule in a way, but it also feels, how do I word this? I'm struggling. It's got to be really hard in fucking the late 60s in San Francisco to not just sound like the Forrest Gump soundtrack, blah, 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 blah. And this album does a really good job of not doing that. Okay. 71 on the fucking Rolling Stone list is borderline offensive. I don't get that. I really don't. I don't get where this wasn't in the conversation for top 100, top 50. This was an influential, genre-bending, extremely important time in American history, and just fuck all of that, an amazing album. Go put on Surrealistic Pillow. Tell me it's not amazing, front to back. Good luck. Good luck, my best friend. 70 million Jackson fans can't be wrong. Apparently, I'm on an island thinking this is not just the 400. I don't think a lot of people are big into Jefferson Airplane. I think when they think of late 60s, they have different rock bands they go to. You're wrong, though. You are. And history shows you that, too. Like, who were the biggest bands that were at Woodstock? It's not Jimi Hendrix. It's not the people that you think of now. It's like Jefferson Airplane was massive. The fucking soul, like there was some soul shit that was killing it. It wasn't the people we think of now in retrospect. Jefferson Airplane was the thing back then. What's Love Got to Do with It? Psychedelic rock from 1967. You kind of have to respect the era, right? And I think this is better than a lot of things that came out of that era. I really do. The DMX Award, they brought on Grace Slick, and that's all you need to know. Her voice is unlike anything else happening in rock at that time, right? She's the thing that made this band different. Like, she's different than Janis. She has that almost Broadway-ish hugeness that isn't screamy and it's haunting, and it's just amazing. Mark Lanegan, they were literally the house band for counterculture. You know, they lived the life. They did the Woodstock. They were the Flower People. They were San Francisco. They were 67. Overrated, underrated. I mean, what the fuck do you think I'm going to pick? Right? Like, even if these dumbasses in Rolling Stone magazine only went off of White Rabbit and Somebody to Love, how the fuck are you at 471? Are those not two of the best rock songs of all time? Like, I don't know. Influences and influencees, The Doors, The Grateful Dead, and then they influenced like every contemporary psychedelic rock that followed. Oh, God, you fucking people. Never mind the Bullocks Award. This is probably their best. Volunteers is good, but that's, Volunteers is kind of a definitive statement. This was an album. This was a full album of greatness. I think this is definitely their best album. No, dude, seriously. I am gonna go down the pike, and I am gonna go White Rabbit. Give that to anyone, any age, any taste, and they're gonna want to do some acid, and I'm gonna give it to them. The John Popper Best Hook Award. I mean, how are you gonna pass up Somebody to Love, right? Can you beat Don't You Want Somebody to Love as a hook? Period. Ever? Pretty hard, bro. John Prime Best Lyric Award. Look, one pill makes you larger, one pill makes you small. It's Lewis Carroll, and it's great, and it is perfect for the time and the genre that it is. All right, it's perfect. Eddie Van Halen Award. John Calconen's guitar on Embryonic Journey, that solo acoustic piece that is like a completely different side from the other album. It's so underrated. It's playing in my head right now, and that acoustic is just fucking goddamn. It's so fucking good. It's so good. Surfer Rosa, this is a very uneven album. I'll give it that. This is like 2 all-time songs followed by the Pretty Good. The sequencing doesn't help on this album, which maybe that's why people are, maybe it's like a jaunt kind of thing. I don't know. I still love it. Time of Your Life Award. This was actually hard because I do like every single song on this this fairly long 58-minute 17-song album. It's actually not like the old one didn't have the last 2 that Spotify does, which is okay. I'm not a huge fan of My Best Friend. It doesn't do it for me. It's straight like pop filler. It's track 3. I feel like they did that on purpose. It almost feels like it wandered into a different album, so it's a little rough. But let's go to our 3 best songs, and there's not going to be any shockers here, people. Number 3 is Embryonic Journey. It's beautiful. It's brilliant. It's acoustic wonders. Number 2, White Rabbit. It's one of the best. You're making a movie with Steven Spielberg about Americana history, some sort of Forrest Gumpy, right down the fucking pipe Americana thing. And he says, all right, music producer guy for this movie, we need a song that depicts late 60s San Francisco flower child psychedelic. White Rabbit. Your immediate White Rabbit. It's White Rabbit. Immediately. There's no question. You were immediately saying White Rabbit. No question. Spielberg saying fucking genius. $1 million. Go. And that's it. It is the genre song for an entire genre. But it's not the best song on the album, and that's why it's crazy that this album is so good, because Somebody to Love is one of the better rock songs of all time. It's amazing. It's so good. Don't you want somebody to love? Right? Do you? Does it belong? Do I own it? Come on. I will champion this I will keep championing Surrealistic Pillow. This album is so good. And it is so underrated, you guys. It's so underrated. I don't understand why it's not put right up there with the big Joplin and Cream and Jimi Hendrix stuff. Like, this album's good. It's not a perfect album. So spoilers for the lead. Look, hey, I gotta tease them, right? This is not it. It's an 8 out of 10. It's a great album with 2 perfect songs. But it's not, there's some stuff you can skip or want to skip or that sort of thing. And now we go on to our next album. And now we get to number 470. It is 400 Degrees by Juvenile from 1998. Juvenile, this is his 4th studio album. This is Cash Money Records out of NOLA. This is, Back That Ass Up and Lil Wayne stuff. Manny Fresh did most of the producing. I already covered Back That Ass Up on the songs list, and I wasn't exactly lighting up about it, as you know. That's the biggest song on this album, right? But full honesty, Cash Money in 1998 is a specific universe that you can respect without having to live in it, and that's me. And I don't think anybody lives in this anymore. I think this is so of the time, and it was cool and it was fun, but that's about it. Manny Fresh's production was genuinely creative for the time. The New Orleans bounce sound that ended up being a really big deal. The Holly Grove stuff. Shout out Edgerson, old buddy. This album is historically important for what it did to New Orleans hip hop because of this. Like, Lil Wayne is one of the biggest rappers of the past. I mean, is he one of the biggest rappers ever now? Are we safe to say that he's one of like top 10 biggest rap? I'm not saying best, although I think he's great. Biggest rappers of all time. Are we comfortable saying that? I don't know. But as a front to back listen, it's an hour and 12 fucking minutes. Hell no. Hell no. Even, look, you can't convince me even the people that love New Orleans Bounce and are listening to it exclusively will just play this front to back and be cool with it. 70 million Jackson fans can't be wrong. It's the same island as Barrio Fino, Juvenile, that sort of stuff. I respect the cultural impact, but that's about it. There's, if I hear one of these songs, yeah, great. What's Love Got to Do with it? I do love New Orleans Bounce stuff. I do love I have historical ties to some of this stuff, and so I do have a soft spot for it. DMX Award, Manny Fresh's production is the unique thing here. Nobody else sounded like this in 1998, which is why this got big. Cash Money in 98, it was important. I do think it's probably properly rated. It is a landmark album that nobody talks about anymore because who wants to listen to it? It just doesn't age well. It doesn't. Influences and influencees, it's, Lil Wayne. Every Cash Money artist, which is a shit ton of Cash Money. It's a shit ton of artists, you guys. It's huge. Never mind the Bullocks Award. I have no idea. The No. Dude, seriously. I'll give it to Ha. It's a weird choice, but it's the most interesting song on the album. The John Popper Best Hook Award is Back That Ass Up. John Prime Best Lyric Award pass. This is not a lyrical forward album. You can say what you want about very, very, very stereotypical rap. The Eddie Van Halen Award, Manny Fresh's Beat on Ha. I'll give it that. One note turned into a full production. That's fucking creative as shit. It does that for 5 minutes. And it's not shitty. So that's crazy good. The Surfer Rose Award is way too. It's 18 fucking tracks. It's an hour and 10 minutes. That's so stupid. Time of Your Life Award, I put Take Your Pick from tracks 12 to 18. 3 best songs. I'll go to You Understand, Back That Ass Up, and Ha. I think if you're going to listen to this album, listen to Ha. If you want some New Orleans bounce, there you go. There's your song. I guess maybe historically, I get putting a New Orleans bounce hip hop album on here. I do. I will never own it. I'm not a huge fan. I get the talent. And it's catchy, and I'll listen to a couple songs and get really down. But as far as how good the actual full album is, it's a 6, 5.5, maybe a 5. It's 18 songs of this. It's not that good, you guys. It's not. I don't know. I know hip hop. I like hip hop. This isn't a great album. It's not. All right. Last album, right? 469, Clandestino, Manu Chao in 1998. Studio album, and man, this is cool shit. It really is. It's cool shit. This one requires a lot of studying. It's not easy. You go back, you get intrigued, you listen to the story, you know that he was traveling all around Europe and he was recording off of these super, super prehistoric recording things. Manu Chao is not a household name in the US. And the only reason for that is because we are ignorant. Because Manu Chao is fucking cool. This is one of those albums that makes you feel dumb when you listen to it, because once you hear it, it's the uniqueness and the influence to all of the things towards the future that we'll get to, I'm sure. I mean, the direct influence for stuff like the Gorillaz that would come out a couple years later that just changed the fucking game. The guy recorded this on a 4-track in a bunch of countries over several years. It was basically field recording. Let's see, Spanish, French, English, Arabic, and even all in the same fucking song sometimes. And it was like busking for an album kind of thing. And that's amazing. The genre building here is so crazy. Like what have we talked about this year that's really like System of a Down, Faith No More? This makes that look like nothing in the genre bendingness of things. Reggae into ska, into acoustic folk, into what sounds like a street performance in Barcelona. Should I just say Barcelona? But it's cohesive. It's very cohesive. It's political. It's about immigration. It's about borders. It's about being clandestine. It's about being invisible. It's about being foreign. It's heavy themes, and it's delivered in a lighter way, in the way a lot of Latin does, which I love, which I've talked about before. I love the way that Latin music does that. It's just good, guys. It's good. This is good stuff, okay? You should go listen to it. 70 million Jackson fans can't be wrong. again, I feel like I say this too much. I don't understand why this isn't higher. I don't understand why if you don't put Manu Chao's Clandestino on the Rolling Stone, whatever, you've got it at 469. I just maybe I'm gonna eat my own words and we're gonna get it down to 300 and I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, this is why, because these albums are insane. I just have a hard time thinking that this is kind of a masterpiece that got buried in the US because it wasn't English enough. And I feel like you gotta, I don't know, we'll see. What's Love Got to Do with it? It's Latin, it's reggae, but it's not like new world music. It's actually fucking cool. And I love that. The DMX Award, the recording approach, the recording approach, right? Fucking 4 tracks, just going around everywhere doing it, doing the damn thing. The Mark Lanigan Award, he walked away from Mano Negra, which was a popular band, to make something like completely like he wasn't like a homeless dude that said, oh, I better go start busking and do a 4-track. No, he was in a popular band making money. And he was like, fuck this. I'm going to go out and I'm going to do my 4-track and shit. I mean, right? Influences and influencees, reggae. He influenced a huge wave of European music, a lot of Latin America stuff that ended up getting really, really big from like 98 to 2002. Never mind the Bullocks Award. I have no idea. I haven't listened to anything else of his. No, dude, seriously. The title track, the guitar, the figure, the way he delivers it, it sticks. It just sticks. The John Popper Best Hook Award, same thing. That guitar, it's like 2 minutes of perfection. It's your entry point. So it's no, dude, seriously, John Lee Hooker. Who's the Blues Traveler guy? Harmonica Face. I think his name is Harmonica Face. The John Prine Best Lyric Award, Solo Yo Voy con mi peña, solo va mi candeña. It's devastating. Go look it up. Tell me what it means. It means something cool. Eddie Van Halen Award, the acoustic guitar through the whole fucking thing. It's like lo-fi precise awesomeness. He's a genuinely great guitarist. He really is. The Surfer Rosso Award, it is amazingly sequenced, no waste, flows like a set list. It's really, really good. Time of Your Life, I'll go Mary Blues. It does lose momentum when he gets there. And my 3 best songs are Bongo Bong, Clandestino, which I've talked about a lot, and then Je ne t'aime plus. Sorry, I'm butchering it. Great song. This definitely belongs on the list. I don't see how it shouldn't be higher. I don't own this. I should own this. I would listen to this and enjoy it. And honestly, this album, after studying it and everything, and I'm not giving it enough time, I'll give this a 9. This is an incredible album. This is, we're talking like big star of world music sort of stuff here. All right. So here we go. So the original top 10, when we started, we're getting down. We're down to 469. We got a ways to go, but my top 10, let's see, started with The Way to These Wings, ended with Funeral, that sort of thing. It is definitely different. And I think maybe every time we get to about 30 albums, I'll do the full top 10 on the podcast. And here is the top 10. So number 10 is Clandestino, which we just talked about. It is new and is straight into the top 10. The Ronettes, it was 6. It dropped to 9. I do have some problems with the mix and the story and that sort of thing. Damaged, we love Damaged. That dropped to 8. But what's Raising, DL? To number 7, which was originally 16, and it's starting to grow. I'm starting to remember why it's so important. Suicide. Number 7, it was 16. It is Suicide. It's such a influential album. Number 6 is number 1 record, straight into the top 10. A little bit of Big Star. Number 5, I Want to See the Bright Lights. That held, same exact spot. Number 4, Bizarre Ride to the Far Side. All right, pushed a little bit, it still held. Number 3, Moaning in the Moonlight. A little bit of Howlin' Wolf. Number 2 and number 1. What do you think we got here? Surrealistic Pillow is knocking Funeral off. Finally. Finally, after 30 albums, Funeral gets hit. I still think it's going to be a lot fucking higher than 500. It's going to keep going up there, and it's crazy. But yes, Funeral held number 1 since the very first episode, people. Surrealistic Pillow walks in, knocks it off. That's a massive statement, you know? Did that surprise you? Didn't surprise me. I knew what I was coming into. I know that album's good. That's kind of what this list is built to do, right? So a month later, I'm in and I'm listening to these albums a lot and I'm comparing them, and all of a sudden I keep going back and like, wait, why did I give this that? And I'm listening to it, and maybe I was in the wrong mood and things like that. And then the Bruce Springsteen fucking movie comes out, and you find out he was listening to Suicide a ton while writing Nebraska. Just little shit like that kind of sticks in your head, you know? So I guess my question for future episodes as far as the albums is Surrealistic Pillow. Is it staying there? How long is it staying there? What's going to be the next album to knock it off and get to number 1? Let me know. Let me know. And then we will go to the songs. All right? Let's go to songs. Let's go to 472, and it is Salisbury Hill by Peter Gabriel. Man, there's some songs on this list. Jesus H. 1977. Peter Gabriel, look, do you listen to the pod? Do you frequent the pod? If you do, you know Peter Gabriel's one of my people. Okay, he has been for a long time. This isn't a discovery. This is a reunion. This is a Every Other Friday album. This is when I ask the family, what are we going to listen to tonight? Everybody gets to pick an album. This is one of my favorite artists, and this is one of his best songs, and it's at 472, so I don't know how I feel about it. This is a breakup song with a band, not a person. Gabriel wrote this about walking away from Genesis, and it's like super joyful because I bet working with Phil Collins was a fucking nightmare. The fact that this became his like one of his signature like solo songs, I just think that's a statement that makes the song even better. The 7/4 time signature is the thing that really sticks this in a way that other like pop songs aren't sticking to you. You feel this and you don't know why. There's something kind of like off kilter about the rhythm that makes you feel like it's forward momentum, but it's like actually walking away from something. That's intentional. But Peter Gabriel is intentional like that, and it's brilliant. He is a brilliant musical mind. Let's see, every what did I write here? Every movie trailer that needs to convey someone is about to change their life that uses this song. It's not an accident, okay? This is the kind of song that sounds simple until you try to explain why it works, and then you can't. And that's not even touching how fucking beautiful it was. Try tapping to this in 4/4 time. You can't do it. Your brain keeps trying to resolve the beat, and it isn't there. That wrongness is exactly what builds that momentum. It sounds like someone like mid-stride that can't stop, and it's rad. It's amazing because he's brilliant. Gabriel left Genesis right before they became one of the biggest bands in the world, and he did it intentionally. He walked away from generational money and fame to make weird fucking solo records that were unbelievable. Who doesn't love that? And I feel like Salisbury Hill was him saying, yeah, really, really glad I did it. I made the right choice. The eagle in the song is widely interpreted as Gabriel's creative instinct speaking to him. He said, I know what I am, I know what I'm not, and that's not a metaphor for leaving a band. That's the philosophy of living for him. This is in his own words. This is just great, right? This is so good. I love it. I love it. I love my drink. I love Salisbury Hill. What's love got to do with it? Yeah, I love a song that's doing something technically interesting underneath the simple surface. That's it. That's this. The Brain Pleaser, here's your 7/4. Fucking deal with it. You don't have to deal with it because you love it, right? Overrated. This is properly, maybe a little bit underrated as a musical craft. Royals, is it his best song? No, it's not. I don't think it's his best song. So Alone has Red Rain, Sledgehammer, In Your Eyes. But debut solo statement, it's up there, all right? Rickroll, is it overplayed? It is used in a shit ton of movies and a shit ton of trailers and a shit ton of stuff, and I'm okay with it. My fucking teams keep popping up. Jesus. John Prine Best Lyric Award. I love the My Heart Going Boom Boom Boom. You know, grab your things. I've come to take you home. Eddie Van Halen Award. The acoustic in that whole thing. It's clean. It's precise. It's iconic. And rating. Salisbury Hill is a 10 out of 10 song. And I know some of you might be saying, why are you giving so many 10 out of 10s on songs? It's too easy. They earn it. There's a 10 out of... If you love a song front to back, everything about it is amazing. It's a 10 out of 10 song. That is a complex, beautiful, amazing song. God fucking damn it. And Salisbury Hill is amazing. But here's the problem. Here's the problem is the next song on the list, number 471, just beating Salisbury Hill, and I don't think I'll complain about that, is The House of the Rising Sun by the Animals in 1964. Rolling Stone put The House of the Rising Sun at number 471, greatest songs of all time. This is one of the greatest songs ever written. This is not one of the greatest rock songs ever written. This is one of the greatest songs ever written, period. Full stop. We've got it here at 471. This list is fucked. This list is so fucked. Okay? Right? What, like, who... Is there something I'm missing? Is there something I'm missing? Is this song overrated? Is the structure not good enough? What the fuck are we doing here? This is genuinely upsetting. I mean, am I fucking high? Am I high? Like, do we not all consider House of the Rising Sun as one of the presets of the presets of the presets of rock? Of like why we even do this thing? This was recorded in one take. It's one of the most recognizable songs in rock history. I'll just go. Eric Burdon was 19 years old singing about a life and sin and regret, New Orleans and the dad and 40 hard years. And it's this insane vocal performance. It's not one of the great young ones. It's one of the great ones. And he did it at 19. Fucking Bob Dylan heard this. Bob Dylan heard this in the car and had to fucking pull over because he was so fucking like taken aback. Look, the only thing I get, the only thing that I can see, and I am one of the main culprits for this is that they didn't write it. It's an old fucking folk song. With this is disputed origins, and the Animals arranged it and they made it theirs, but this is the fucking House. There is no other version. This wasn't a folk, like, yes, it was a folk song, but this wasn't like fucking, this wasn't like fucking Annie Laurie or Danny Boy or, fucking Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. This was completely unknown, completely, until the Animals took it, restructured it, and made. We're not talking about fucking Metallica Whiskey in the Jarro. We're talking about something completely different. And it's just, this is a fucking top 20. It is not 471. It's insane that this song is this high up. What's love got to do with it? I love when a band takes something existing and owns it and takes it and steals it and says, this is fucking mine now. And that rarely happens because it's rarely good enough to happen. And it happened here. There's no fucking folk song before this. There's just the Animals. Brain Pleaser, I'm going to say the intro for the organ. It's amazing. Overrated, underrated, properly rated. I mean, do I have to keep going on that? Royals, best song. Yeah, it's easily. Like nothing else in the Animals catalog comes even close to this. Rickroll, is it overplayed? You can't overplay this. It's been played for 60 years. It's not enough. John Prine Best Lyric Award. How about this? Mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. That's fucking devastating. Pay attention. Eddie Van Halen Award, Alan Price's organ arrangement through the whole thing. It's like building folk into cinematic. It's great. And then rating, this is a 10 out of 10. This is one of the greatest songs ever written. This is one of the greatest songs ever written. And it is at 471 of the stupid fucking Rolling Stone fucking blah, blah, blah. I like songs shit. Am I wrong? And why am I wrong? Is this song, am I thinking the song is better than it is? Is it because it's an old traditional folk song that nobody knew, by the way. Nobody knew this was a folk song. So don't come to me and say, well, actually they didn't write it. And when it came out, you didn't know. You didn't know the Animals didn't write this. Tell me what I'm missing about why this isn't so much higher. Please, please. Okay, I'll calm down. I just need a drink. I need a little bit of water. All right, you beautiful people. Should we go to 470, The Midnight Train to Georgia by Gladys Knight and the fucking Pips in 1973? I'm swearing too much. I must have drank a lot. One of the greatest unsung stories of a song. This was originally Midnight Train to Houston, written by Jim Weatherly, who got the idea from a phone call with Farrah Fawcett. Gladys Knight changed it to Georgia and a train, and it turned into a standard. Fucking cool, right? The Pips are Gladys Knight's actual cousins. Did you know that? They're your literally family, Gladys Knight and the Pips. The interplay between the Pips and the song, the response vocals, it's a masterclass on how that sort of shit should work. This song's fucking great. This is a song about choosing love over ambition. A woman following a man back home because he couldn't make it in LA. Look, this was in the 70s. That wasn't a popular thing in the 70s. I think maybe that's why what made it a little bit bigger is it was kind of like that's an interesting perspective to follow a man that isn't completely successful, because why would you ever, if a guy isn't successful, he's nothing, right? Fucking blood-sucking females. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We are the worst of the species. I am very aware. Very aware. Very aware. This song. This song is just comforting. It's like a good meal somebody made for you at their house. It's just good stuff, right? And it's really, really well arranged too. The response kind of thing wasn't done that much, and I just love it. Gladys Knight left Motown for Buddha Records specifically to record the song because Motown passed on it. She heard it. She said, no, this is the shit. And she bet on herself, and it worked. That's rare. By the way, I shouldn't underplay that. Motown, early 70s, particularly for a black artist, you aren't getting bigger than that. And she left. No. I'm doing that song. The tempo sits right at about 76 beats per minute. It's slow enough to feel emotional. It's fast enough to keep moving. The heartbeat tempo is what we call that. And it's not accidental, ladies and gentlemen. How about a little heartbeat tempo here on Verse Course Verse Radio? Oh, let's see. Yeah. Fucking Farrah Fawcett. What's love got to do with it? This is classic soul. This is right in my wheelhouse. There's no complications here. I love this sort of stuff. I'll listen. I have albums and albums and albums like this for days that I'll put on and just fucking love. The Brain Pleaser, not Gladys, no offense, Gladys, but the Pips Midnight Train to Georgia response every time without fail is just like, let me see them goosebumps, It's good. This is underrated. 470. Again, like, what the fuck is on this list? These songs ahead and I don't look ahead. I know I have a gist. I have a feeling. I know some things. I'm guessing that, for example, Nevermind by Nirvana is probably pretty high up. I know, I get things like that. But for Midnight Train to Georgia to be 470, I don't see how that could be right. This is me saying I could be wrong, and I will get there in the future, but I don't see how. I just don't see how. Is it their best song for Gladys Knight and the Pips? It is. It is totally their best song. It is one of the better soul songs, period. Gladys Knight and the Pips, they have a decent catalog. It's not great. And this one is by far the best. I'll just say that. Rick Roll, is it overplayed? No, you can't overplay. And honestly, it's not overplayed. This doesn't get played that often. It should get played more, but it doesn't. John Pride, Best Lyric Award. He kept dreaming that he'd be a star. He sure didn't get far. This is just, it's matter of fact. It's heartbreaking, and it's okay. It's her saying, hey, I don't give a fuck that this guy isn't making it. Or it's really hard. Guys, it's really hard to be a white male in the world, okay? No, that's not. It is really hard to be a male in specific countries being expected to do certain things. And if you don't do those certain things, then your life is going to be gone. And there is proof of that everywhere for us. We've all been dumped because we weren't making X, or we weren't doing X, and we weren't thinking. And this is I'm not saying it's not guys just as much as girls. I'm just saying it's good to know that somebody has your back, not giving a fuck when you fail or when you succeed. And that's rare. That's very rare. The Eddie Van Halen award, the string arrangements are fucking beautiful, and I'll give it a 9.4. It's a beautiful song. It's an amazing song. It's not one that's like shit, you got to hear it on your deathbed, but fucking A, it's good. That leads us to 469. I don't think I've heard this song since I was a fucking, whatever, knee hop on a grass facer, whatever. Since I was a young little pup. I forgot this song existed. 469 is Goodbye Earl by the Dixie Chicks. Who they? Who them chicks? The Dixie Chicks. Should we talk about Marianne and Wanda? Marianne and Wanda. This one is outside my wheelhouse for good reason, because it's, it's country pop, it's murder ballad, it's funny, it's early 2000s. This is made to get famous sort of stuff. And that's great. This is a perfectly constructed pop song. Okay, the hook is undeniable, the storytelling is tight. It does exactly what it sets out to do. It's cute. It's fun. The message is good. Who doesn't like the story of an abusive dude getting fucking shot in the face? Yes. All of it is it's great. Guys, is Goodbye Earl a better song than House of the Rising Sun or Midnight Train to Georgia? We all know the answer. Every single one of you listening knows the answer to this. I don't give a fuck if you are a country chick, great. You're probably hot. If you look, I love girls that love country. I always have. They are amazing. They drink. They're hot. They are fun. You're telling me that this is a higher song than House of the Rising Sun and Midnight Train to Georgia? What the fuck are we doing? This is I have proven that I give the leeway for Rolling Stone. This is fucking insane. This is insane. Here's the thing. Here's what's great about this song. The controversy around it is almost funnier in retrospect. Radio stations refused to play this song because it was glorifying murder. This is a song about a chick murdering an abusive dude. Fuck. That's hilarious to me. Why? I don't know. Who doesn't want to hear a song like this? Who doesn't want to hear a song about a douchebag getting fucking killed? Come on. I don't know. You compare this to other country. We've talked about Stand By Your Man and Miranda Lambert and stuff like that. There's a lot of women in relationships, completely opposite philosophies in all directions. There's songs about staying and not staying and doing what you got to do as a woman. And I like all that. That's the thing is, with this, like I said, this is a fucking catchy song. I like the message. I personally like it. It's fun. It's well made. It's not my vibe. To me, this is Dixie Chicks at their best, where they just go into we're the Dixie Chicks. We're not the chicks. We're the Dixie Chicks. That's fun. Dennis Franz, and Detective Andy, what was it? Sipowicz from NYPD Blue, fucking starting over. Dennis Franz, he was one of the detectives in NYPD Blue, written by one of my favorite writers of all time. I don't know if you know this little show called Deadwood, which is the greatest show in the history of all time. That writer also wrote NYPD Blue. That guy played Earl in this music video, and that's awesome. The Dixie Chicks donated proceeds of the song to domestic violence charities. The thought of, I don't understand why. What a weird time. People to be, I can't play this. You're talking about killing a wife beater. I don't know. 3 years after this song, the Natalie Maines Bush comment happened, and country dropped them overnight. A band willing to make this song was always going to eventually be willing to say the Rolling Stone fuck Bush sort of thing. In retrospect, the arc makes complete sense. It's fucking hilarious nowadays to think of somebody getting dropped for the things that the chicks drop for, and also fuck them for kowtowing to it, for changing their name and doing the things. But I get it. I will, as much as I'm like, this isn't really my style of stuff, they got the raw deal. I fully admit it. I don't know. As I studied for this and I read and I remembered what happened in 2000, I started liking this song more. That's what I'll say. This song's fun as shit, and it's about killing a wife beater. Are you pro wife beater? You don't like this song? You must be pro wife beater. Final check-in. How we doing? We're almost done, you guys. This is early 2000s pop country. You cannot get more out of lane for me than this. This is my least favorite sort of stuff. Appreciate a well-crafted pop song when it's here, and this is here. Goodbye, Earl. That's great. That you can't fuck with that chorus. That's the brain pleaser. You don't want it stuck in your head, but it's sure as shit gonna be. It's gonna be for a long time. I will say properly rated. This is a massive hit, and it's fine being where it is. I don't mind it being at 469. I mind it being ahead of certain songs that I just don't. It's fucking insane. This was overplayed. It's not now. Those Black Eyed Peas, they tasted all right to me, Earl. God, that's dumb and perfect. That's a good line. The banjo work in this is my Eddie Van Halen. The banjo work is great. Whoever the chick is, and that's not being derogatory, they call themselves the chick. That chick that plays the banjo is fucking great. And this is an 8. They're doing what they're doing. It's fun. And honest, and the hooks are good too. That bridge from the verse to the chorus, that's good writing. And yeah, it's very basic, but fucking basic is good, you guys. And that's where we go. So here's my list. Here we go. I'm not going to spend too much time on the songs because we all know it's fine. Goodbye Earl is farther down. It's down around like You're So Vain and Cranes in the Sky and Oyo Como Va, those sort of things, right? But the other songs that we did on this one, and I'm not like, again, I just got done talking about Goodbye Earl. I'm pro Goodbye Earl. You know, it's good, but the other 3 we covered, they are all deserve to be way higher up. And I just have a problem with this. So Midnight Train to Georgia makes it to my number 6 song on the list so far. I'll say right above So What. I dropped So What down. I'll explain why. Probably not today. And then right below Rhythm Nation by Janet Jackson, which as we studied 1989 more this year, I've grown to respect a bit more by what it was doing in the time. Industrial hip hop, honestly, super new. And I'm not sure there's a cooler genre than that. But my top 5, Rhythm Nation, Where's My Mind? Oh, it dropped. That's right. Because Salisbury Hill is one above Where's My Mind. And now what are my top 2? They are Welcome to the Jungle and House of the Rising Sun. Where do we go? House of the Rising Sun is number 1. Do you agree with that? Do you disagree with it? Let me know. House of the Rising Sun, Welcome to the Jungle, Salisbury Hill, Where's My Mind, Rhythm Nation. Some of you might be pissed. Maybe Time After Time should be way up there. Maybe Baby Love. Maybe why isn't Baby Love way up there? Buddy Holly by Weezer. You know, I have Bad Romance way at the bottom. Do you have a problem with that? Do you have a fucking problem with that? Look, Salisbury Hill is number 3. It's personal. All right. My original top 5 is, you know, it's intact, but it's the only one that I feel weird about is the So What drop from 2 to 7. It's a stretch on how good the songs have been, and me kind of coming to grips with the fact that I don't just want to be the douchey jazz guy, because Miles Davis didn't get worse as this went on. Competition's gotten better, and me, the way I think about songs have. And that's what we got so far. I'll post some stuff on Instagram. Go check it out so you can see the top 10s and that sort of thing. I hope you enjoy these still. I do. I love you. Let me know. I don't ask them to be rhetorical. I ask them to ask them. Let me know how you feel about the thing. Like, am I insane about House of the Rising Sun? Goodbye, Earl? Things like that. Let me know. Okay. Join us next week. Guess what, guys? It's Radiohead coverage. Do you know what we're doing next? If you've been following, you do. And you're going to want to stick around for that one. That's a big one. And I've got some hot takes on it. Hey, Radiohead, Rolling Stone, Eva and Rachel. It's First Chorus First. Tell some friends. Stick around. We'll see you next Monday. Love you guys. Good night and good luck. I mean, really good luck right now. Jeez, I'm crow.